guys, and finally it's welcome back to my channel. And I know it's been a long time, but in this video I'm going to finally be letting you guys know why it's been a long time. And yeah, I don't really know. Let me catch my breath, y'all. Let me calm down. I don't really know exactly everything I'm gonna say in this video. I don't exactly know how long it's gonna be, everything I'm gonna say, but I know that I have a lot to say because a lot has been going on. It has been a reason that I've been so MIA. Yeah, it's been a lot. And I've been trying to mentally get through a lot of this and mentally get myself to a place where I was not lacking, because I definitely was. I definitely was not in a good place. And today is, I think, the 18th. My birthday was the 15th. So I'm just now getting back from my trip. It was exactly what I needed. I'm actually really glad I didn't end up making a video about that or vlogging that, because I just was chilling and relaxing and getting my mind together to make this video, because I know that in order for me to keep making videos, I needed to do this video to explain, one, a lot of the things that's been happening, and two, a lot of the things that you guys are going to be seeing, because the things that have happened has caused me to have to make certain decisions that I'm haven't all the way made. I'm in the process of making, and things that are still, you know, really trying to play itself out. I'm going to be eating my lunch, y'all, so we're going to make this a little bit of a mukbang. Not really, though. Well, 2020 has been crazy for everybody. It has. And that's why I don't really like this. That's why it's so hard for me to complain and feel like I've had it so hard. But everything I'm about to tell y'all has happened to me in like a month's time span, and I've just been overwhelmed. I've been overwhelmed. So we're just gonna get into it pretty much. And then I want to also get this out so I can get back to me and the steps that I'm taking to get back to like who I am and what makes me happy and how I thrive, because I have not been happy. I have not been thriving. I have not been any of who I am. And with a lot of the stories you guys are going to hear, you guys are going to be completely shocked, because a lot of it is completely out of my character to an extent. Like, a lot of things is just not who I am, what I was doing, the direction I was going in, none of that. And it really gets to me that a lot of these situations have happened, and I'm disappointed in myself. I'm disappointed in a lot of the people that I've had around me. I'm disappointed in the decisions that I've been making. Yeah, I just have not been good. And it took my final situation to really give me a wake-up call to really make a lot of the changes that I'm gonna be making. I'm gonna really try not to be emotional. So we're pretty much gonna start in order and go in chronological order on exactly what's happened. Now, each thing that I tell you is just as an overview of an update of everything that's been going on. Each of these are pretty much going to get its own story, because if I broke down each of these stories into details, this would be an hour long video, and I just can't do that to y'all. So each of these stories that I name in each of these instances, I probably will go into further detail about later on as videos to come. I am still doing Vlogmas, so some of those stories might come in December or sooner. You guys actually let me know if there's any one of these specific stories that you guys really want more details about, because yeah, it's pretty crazy. So we all know that I was already struggling with, you know, my health and my weight, and it was getting worse and worse. It was deteriorating. I was the sickest. I feel like I always say this. I was the sickest I have been. I was the smallest I have been, because even when I said I was the smallest in my previous video, I have lost a ton of weight. I had lost so much, and I don't know if it was a combination of the place I was at and when I was dealing with things and me not eating and being stressed out. And my anxiety, y'all, like I said, I didn't really have anxiety as like a kid or really, I didn't get anxiety, and I know verbatim, and nobody can tell me anything differently. I know for a fact I started having anxiety my senior year in high school, and that explains so much because so much happened in my personal life my senior year in high school. And it's just, my life almost haven't slowed down since that point, and it's like it's heightened my anxiety to a completely different level. Like, if I'm stressed out, I just can't. So yeah, I was very sick, and mentally it was like more than just mentally. Like, I was feeling it in my body, like I was dragging, I was sluggish, and it affected my mood, and I was in and out of the doctor. So I was getting pretty much a hold on everything, you know, related to my health. Just being very down about where I was with my health, and a lot of it was affecting me mentally. And we all know, if you're just not mentally there, you're just not mentally there. So in the midst of me dealing with this, I don't really fraternize a lot at the job that I was working at, because I'm no longer working there, and you guys are going to hear about why later in this video too. One, as we all know about me, if you, after this video, you watch my 20 facts about me, I'm not a big people person. I'm very, what's the word? I'm just very funny about people. Like, I don't like to have a lot of pointless conversations. So with that comes a lot of pointless relationships. I don't like to have meaningful relationships or friendships or anybody even around me. Like, I just don't really do that. And I don't have the time to really just be talking about airy shit anyway. So I don't really do that. So at my job, I really didn't have a lot of people I talked to. I definitely didn't have anybody that I talked to outside of work, except this one particular friend that I had. And we weren't like the closest, but we were like close. We were friends. I don't even know. Like, nobody, people said I should have even ever called her a friend, and well, we see that, but I don't know. I don't even know what to call it, because the way the situation unfolded, it was just like, you can't, you know, I'm definitely not going to call you a friend. And so that leaves me with nothing. So we were pretty close. Like, I helped her move into her apartment. I always, like, anytime she called or anytime she needed anything, and that's just the type of person, not with just her, I am, period. That's just the type of person I am. And that gets me in trouble a lot, because, and it was like that in this instance, it's always one-sided. You know, I'm always there and, you know, available. I am the most, what's the word I'm looking for? I am the absolute most reliable person I think you could ever have. Like, if you ask me to do something, understand it's going to get done. It's going to get done the exact way you want it to get done, on time, probably early, with no hiccups. So that's the type of person I am. So I was always there whenever she called, whenever she needed anything. We would just hang out. We were cool for the whole time when I was working at the job. Out of nowhere, well, not out of nowhere. I'm not going to say not out of nowhere. I just explained to y'all all the things that I'm going through mentally. And I'm not the type of person, I'm not the misery loves company type of person. And I'm not the type of person who talks about my problems. I'm really the type of person that people talk to me about. I don't really, unless we're super close, I don't really talk about my problems. So you don't really know anything's going on. You just might can sense my mood being a little bit different. And that's, I guess, was the instance in this case. So she like felt me. I really said I wasn't going into detail, so let me just get to the gist. She pretty much, I guess, felt like I was being off, or because I didn't want to hang out or something. This is how small it was. She felt some type of way about that. And like, I'm a bold personality, and like, I have a mouth and I have an attitude to a degree. Like, I don't really let people say whatever to me, but in the right circumstances. Like, I don't feel like I just do it for no reason, or I do it to somebody who won't say anything. I don't know. I just don't do that. And I don't know if that's the impression that was had of me. So yeah, she pretty much felt some type of way. and was like badgering me to fight, like badgering me and badgering me and badgering me. And it's like, over what? Like, yeah, we ended up, you know, she kept pressing me for a fight. I ended up pulling up and we ended up fighting. Yeah, we ended up fighting, and I'm literally throwing up in between the fights because I'm so fucking sick. I'm sick, and yeah, I don't even know why I'm out here fighting this friend of mine. And so yeah, I'm definitely gonna do a whole story time on that, because that deserves a story time. Like, I'm probably gonna put the video, the messages and everything, because y'all won't even believe that. So I ended up fighting her, and it was like too much for me to have even handled because I'm sick. Okay, so I told you we worked together, and then that trickled on to work, and it was like me and her drama became drama for so many people to get involved with, and so many people I have an opinion for, and I'm not like that either. Like, I don't get down like that. One, I'm not cliquey. I don't really care who's with who and talking to who, and I don't really care because I do my own thing. But that place was extremely cliquey, and that place also really couldn't stand on the things that they were saying in there, and so it just was becoming a whole mess. And like, for that to be the place I work, it was just always stressful. It was very stressful. It was, again, something else taking a hit at my mental, and I just could not deal. I definitely could not deal. I could not deal with it. And yeah, during this time, me and my mom once again had a little raft. It was not a big one. I just think I don't know. We're going to get further into that too. We just have the relationship of, I'm not sure, but we had a little falling out that we went a week or so without talking. And we're going to get into why that's so important later on in the story where y'all hear. So yeah, I pretty much fought one of my closest, I don't even know why I keep saying that, but because I take the people that I have in my life, like, I take those friendships and those relationships seriously and genuinely, and I don't like, you know, I don't like fake friends. I don't like that, and that bothers me the most, is that, like, it was real weird. That whole thing was real weird. She's still real weird to me, and like, we won't ever speak again. I know that, but, and so that was a lot. And something else happened that really was the biggest like shockwave for me. It changed this story, and like how this happened, it probably will make me super emotional. I'm not even eating, so I hope I don't get emotional. I had a very unfortunate situation happen that changed me. It changed the people around me. It changed my relationships with some people, some for good, some for bad. It changed the direction I'm going in life. It's changing like my next couple of it's like, yeah. So, and I wanted to be the one to tell the story, so that I'm not going to get into details in this video. I probably will also do a separate video of this day and the things before and the things after that pretty much had this transpire. And I still have things coming up regarding this situation. So yeah, I just wanted to be the one to tell this story out of my mouth, you know, period. It's a lot of things that I have not said. Yeah, I've been quietly dealing with all of this, like, because it's just been a lot. So the beginning of this month, I was arrested late at night, and I was held for like a little under 24 hours for a situation that was I'm not going to say completely out of my hands. I'm not even going to do that. But a situation that was completely mishandled. A very unfortunate situation. A situation that cost me a lot. A situation that more than anything taught me a lot. More than anything. Yeah, very unfortunate situation. Y'all, I did not mess with the police before, but understand that I definitely do not mess with them now. I see how they lie. I could not believe I could not believe the situation that I felt like I was put in. And then I guess I didn't know as much as I thought I knew, because I was blindsided and I was just like really taken aback, really uncomfortable, really just, I don't know, really uncomfortable. Jail is not for me, boy. Did I almost lose my mind in there? It is not for me. And me going to jail ultimately changed my relationship with a lot of people in my family, particularly my mom. So I said previously, I said how we had went that week without talking. So when I'm in jail, you know, my first call was to my dad. My dad called my mom, and her words were literally, well, I'm not coming because we aren't talking. And that alone, like, yeah, it has made me make a lot of big decisions. One of them being, oh my gosh, hold on, y'all. One of them being me breaking this lease. I will be moving soon. I don't know how soon, but I will be moving. So I have to find another place. I have realized that I need to create personal boundaries in my life with my family, specifically my mom. And y'all know I live with my sister and the baby, and my mom is completely involved in 100% fine. It's just, it's not working for me anymore. And you know, you just gotta really keep, you know, have boundaries for yourself, because nobody else was gonna help me out in that situation. Even though I can blame, and I try not to get so emotional and so, you know, focused on how I ended up and whose fault it was, because I could place the blame across the board, including on myself. I wasn't innocent. I wasn't supposed to be there and in that situation, but 100% could I have changed a lot of my actions the days prior, the day of, that maybe wouldn't have, you know, led me to be in that situation. But dealing with that, it was just a lot. It was a lot. I'm thankful for the people who were there, you know, my dad and Kay. It's just so unfortunate for her to have made that comment. I just don't imagine, I can't imagine anybody, whether you talk to your kid or not, ever saying that. And like, my dad is always like, you know, he doesn't know how to help me with this, because, you know, nobody fathoms, you know, a comment like that coming from your parent, or like the lack of concern, the like, I'm in court. I remember my court. I know the time that I have court, and when I get out, I'm looking, you know, at my social media, and then she made a post, like a irrelevant post, just a funny little post at the time that I'm in court, and that just to me screamed like no concern about my well-being, and that topped it off for me. Yeah, it'd be hard for things to be the same, not only with that relationship, with it, because it trickles across relationships, and it is what it is. And dealing with that and coming to the realization of that, and understanding the things that I need to do, so that I'm not in the same situation that, one, I was just in, or two, that anybody else is in, is what I've really been doing the last couple of days. Growing up and understanding that, you know, I can't keep placing blame on me being like this. I did not know I was this emotional about it, y'all. I did not even plan on crying like this. But yeah, I did not plan on, I cannot keep using, you know, anything that anyone else is doing as my excuse. Like, I'm just not that type of person. That's not the type of person I'm gonna become. So I've just really been trying to like take the steps to mentally build myself back up again, because boy, and I'm not even that type of person. People who know me, yeah, you know that I'm just not that type of person. I'm not the type of person to be down long. I'm not the type of person to let anyone know I'm down. But I just knew for my channel, I wanted to have transparency, and there was a lot of things that I was gonna have to talk about and share and really open up about in order for people to really see me for who I am. I feel like I'm extremely misunderstood, and I feel like it's not more so because of what people are perceiving. I'm sure it's because of what I put out, but only because of the stuff I'm not properly dealing with. So I've been taking the necessary steps to properly deal with all my baggage and all my trauma and all my stuff that I'm still dealing with. Because like I said, that the deal, I was in jail, y'all. I told y'all today was November, I think today's November 18th. I got arrested November 2nd. So, what, 2 weeks ago? This is very fresh, very fresh. I don't know what's going to happen with court. I'm still dealing with this. I'm still, dealing with what happened with the cop and how the lies and the things that went into that. But that's been dealing with a lot. And then when I get out of jail, I don't know, just to have hit after hit after hit. I had texted my manager the night that I got arrested and was like telling her the situation, and I knew my work schedule was the same week on week. Texted her the night before to let her know what had happened, not what had happened, but where I was at and why I knew I was not going to be able to make it the following day. Understood, cool. The moment I get out, the first 2 things I really take care of is my school things, because I had missed a day of school, and I text my manager and to be like, okay, I'll be there on Friday. She's like, cool, thank you for letting me know, we'll see you on Friday. Now y'all, I am a stickler employee. I am prompt. You will never find me late to anything. It irritates my soul to be late. Never been late. I could probably count on 3 fingers the amount of times I've called out. Never. So why, when I get to work on Friday, after I told you guys I was going to be at work on Friday and I told the situation, do I get to work and I'm like, my manager's like, well, we're going to terminate you for your missed shift on Tuesday. A missed shift that I had because I was held downtown for something that was out of my control. That's what they say was their reason. And we're going to get into that at some point too, as to like how much I call bullshit on that, because like, come to find out, 6 people missed their shift that day. And I'm 100% sure ain't nobody having an excuse like mine. But little old, y'all had, I'm not going to say right now everything that goes into that either, but that was one situation I was okay with being done with, because, and people are always like, well, did you say this? Did you say that? No, because one, I'm not about to in there and ever plead my case for no job like that. No offense. Like, I'm not about to sit there and for some shit that y'all, like, I've already explained it to a manager once and let her know the situation. So I'm sure if you know that I missed my shift, you know why. So no, I'm not finna sit here and explain it all over again. You do what you have to do, and somebody told me everything that those things happened like in 1 week. Like this, my week was so bad. Like I did not think. Somebody said, I think it's called divine intervention or something, because it makes 2020 was bad across the board, but damn, like I feel like I got personally attacked. Seriously, like, and it's because it's a couple of things. Divine intervention. One, I needed to be removed out of a lot of situations that clearly I was not removing myself out of. That job, I had put in my 2 weeks in that job before my managers told me no, I needed to stay, and they ripped it up, and I stayed clearly longer than I should have, because for them to have even moved like that, I don't know, it irritates me more than like hurt. Like, it doesn't hurt my feelings, it irritates me. It irritates me because like 6 people missed their shift. Somebody said that they missed their shift because they didn't have a babysitter. They still worked it. I missed my shift because I was detained. I was locked up in jail, and the lack of compassion or of understanding is beyond. It goes beyond me. So that's been happening. I've been all over the place. I've mentally been drained. I gave myself the rest of that week as my pity party. And then I went, on my birthday trip last week. I'm so glad I decided not to video it, because I needed to chill more than anything, because I knew when I came back, which was Monday, I knew that when I came back, I was gonna have to get on it. It was no more being down. It was no more, being confused. It was no more being sad. It was no more, it was time to get on my shit. Time to be the person that I know that I am, and the person that I've been lost for so long. And I realized, talking to people, being in jail made me realize that everything happens for a reason. You're going to take away something in everything, and you really have to. That's really the only way to survive, is to take away something from it and learn. And that's really what I do. That's why I think I'm not so mad and so bitter over all those situations that I just told y'all happened to me in such a short amount of time, because it happened for a reason, and it's making me realize that it was me. Really, I could just say that it was me who should have been doing things differently. Like, it's no way that those things, I don't know. It made me get up and get on my shit, because it's a no for me. And I'm still dealing with a lot of things. I have figured a lot of things out. I'm in a much better place. Let me say this. I'm in a much better place than I was even before all of those happened. I feel almost liberated, almost glad that all those things happened, because I'm literally at ground zero. I'm not ground zero, like mentally and everything. Like, I can't go anywhere but up. And I have so much, it just made me finally want to get back to who I am, who I've always been. And YouTube is going to come back full force. I am about to come back. Like I said, I had to get this video out so you guys would see, like, if you saw me moving and you saw, this relationship, and make all these new videos. But I needed to explain why I was MIA, everything that I was dealing with. And still dealing with, and it's only up from here. I'm going to be more consistent. I'm really back on here like I was. I'm going to try to get, like I said, probably not until December 1st, because I'm going to go full force December Vlogmas, 9 a.m. every day of the week except Saturday, Sunday. A new video will be posted. I am really about to take my YouTube way more serious as I get into more of who I am, so y'all can see more of who I am and the things that I'm dealing with. But it's gonna be no more pity for me. I'm only going up, y'all. I'm so sorry for getting emotional, but I really had to get that stuff out there, because really I feel better. And I had filmed an update video, I don't know when. It was like 2 days before, like, things kept happening. I was like, I gotta update this, and then this happened, and it was like life was not slowing down for me, and I felt like I didn't want to have to keep coming back and repeating this and doing that. And I just know I'm in a much better place than I was even a month ago, and that's what I'm most thankful for. I'm really going to try to change the direction of this channel. Like, I don't want it to always be about, like, it's going to be centered around me and what I have going on. But a lot of what I've been dealing with is drama and negativity. And though that has been the reality of my life and what's been going on, it's not going to continue to be my reality. And it's not going to continue to be the vibe around me. And definitely not the vibe that I'm going to keep talking about on this channel, because I have other things going on, other things that I want to share, other things that I want to get out, big ideas and things like that. And I just don't want this to be what holds me back. So I'm back, guys. I am back. Thank y'all for being so patient, because I don't know when I posted a video last, but it won't be long before they're coming back to back. I really thank you guys. I appreciate the support. I have been getting a lot of support from people reaching out to me and letting me know, that I got this, whatever I'm dealing with, I'm strong, and I appreciate it. I don't always say anything, because like I say, I'm just not that type of person to like blah all my like stuff out there all the time in detail. Like, people might can tell I'm going through something, but it's never, no one ever knows what. So now you guys know pretty much the gist of what has been going on. and I hope y'all understand. I will be back very soon with another video. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Please hit the subscribe button so you guys will see how more consistent I'm about to become. Hit the notification button so you're notified every time I post a video. Like, share, and subscribe, guys, and I will be back with another video. I'll be back with another video.